Welcome back to the Jameson TV channel. As you can see, I am by myself today with no Trey. I'm going to do another NBA talk like last time. Last time we talked about the Central Division. And the talk's going to be a little different because before we did buy, sell, or contend. Now we're after the trade deadline, so things are a little different. All the teams are different. But today I'm going to go over the Pacific Division, or at least try to go over the Pacific Division. So the first team I'll go over is the Phoenix Suns. They're at the bottom of the division, and one of the teams that are at the bottom of the league. With Phoenix, I don't really understand what they're doing. They're not buying, selling, or contending. They're rebuilding, just like a couple other teams. The only really key pieces that they have, in my opinion, that are going to be good are Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. Those are the only guys I see that have futures. I think Devin Booker's a little overrated, in my opinion. I think while he does average 25 points, and that's really good, I think for that kind of team, that's kind of normal. Like, a lot of people say he's going to be a Hall of Famer, someone that's going to be really, really good. But, like, Zach LaVine averages the same numbers in Chicago, and no one's saying that, really, about him being a Hall of Famer and things like that. So I think he's a little overrated. And then DeAndre Ayton, I think, is a monster. And unfortunately for him, because of Luka Doncic, he's not as recognized as he should be. The next team I'll go over is the Clippers. The Clippers are definitely buying. I know their owner said that they want to compete in the playoffs. And I'm kind of confused if they wanted to compete in the playoffs, why they trade Tobias Harris, which doesn't really make sense to me, who I think is a really good piece. But they still do have solid pieces such as Patrick Beverley, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I think that's how you say his name, and Danilo Gallinari, also Montrezl Harrell. So I think they definitely have pieces, but they're definitely in the buying stage. So we'll have to, since we are past the trade deadline, we'll have to see either this upcoming free agency if they'll make some moves, or we'll see next year. But I think that team definitely has a future. Next team, the Kings. I think the Kings are a shocker to everyone this year. I personally thought they'd be better than last year just because those younger pieces are developing. And honestly, I think this season has been a great season for them. I don't think there's any negativity or any negatives about this season for the Kings. I think De'Aaron Fox is their point guard of the future, who is someone that's going to be very, very good. I think Buddy Hield is shaped into his own really good player. I think a lot of people doubted him early in his career, but he's really shaping into a good player. Marvin Bagley, first year, he's been really solid. Willie Cauley-Stein, who, also another solid player. He'll definitely be good. I think right now at the small forward, they're running Bogdanovic, who is also another young, good piece who's going to be good. But they got Harrison Barnes through the trade after the trade deadline, who's also another good piece with a big contract, but I don't think that's a problem for a young team like them. So they're definitely, I would say they're definitely buying, or more, not really buying, just more waiting, in my opinion, so those young pieces develop. Next team, I'll save the most controversial team for last, but the next team I'll do is the Warriors. Warriors are definitely contending. There's not really much to say about them other than they're just really, really good. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond, Boogie Cousins. I think that team's unstoppable. I think Draymond definitely had a setback year. I don't think he's playing as good, but the rest of the team is amazing. The real question for them is if they can keep some of those pieces in free agency. I know for sure DeMarcus is gone. I don't think he'll re-sign unless one of the other guys like Klay or Durant leave. But the team, they just don't have enough money to keep it together, so you'll definitely see one of those guys leaving in the offseason. Then finally, the Los Angeles Lakers. A team I'm not really a fan of, mainly because I'm not a fan of LeBron. While I do like LeBron off the court, and I think he's a great person, I don't like him on the court at all. I think LeBron really ruined that team due to team chemistry, talking about Anthony Davis. That really affected them a lot, I think. I really like those young pieces, but I feel like they're going to get traded at some point just because of LeBron. I don't really know what else to say. In my opinion, what I would do, I would just wait for those young guys to develop, and if they don't work out, then you could ship them out. I think it's a little too early to talk about guys. I think Lonzo's very solid. I think his defense is amazing, and what he does playmaking-wise is incredible, something you can't really teach. Kyle Kuzma is a crazy scorer. No one saw that coming, especially him being drafted later. He's really shaped into his own player and who will be a future All-Star. Josh Hart, another solid player. He's a very good three-point shooter, another good piece. And then Brandon Ingram, I was really high on Brandon Ingram when he started his career. I really liked him. He's a very, very good scorer. I just don't think he fits on that team really. But again, I feel like it's more LeBron's decision. If LeBron wants him to stay, he'll stay. If LeBron doesn't want him, they're all gone. But yeah, that's pretty much it with the Lakers. It's a lot of stuff you could talk about with them. I feel like they're a team that's buying, selling, and contending. I definitely think they need to buy players. I feel like they're going to dump players at the same time. I feel like they're not contending yet, but if they add a piece or they trade for someone, they could definitely be contending. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll try to have another episode up as fast as possible. Hopefully not wait that long. If you guys like the solo kind of thing, let me know. If the video should be longer, shorter, if you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with the next NBA talk. Thank you.